Hello and welcome to another math video. Today's lesson is lesson 1-6, comparing numbers. There is an important vocabulary word to learn for this lesson, and it is the word compare. When you compare two numbers, you find out which one's greater and which is less. You already know a lot of things about place value. You already know how to write a number in a place value chart. On this slide I've written a number in a place value chart with each digit put in the correct place. You already know how to write a number in expanded form. Here's the same number that's in the place value chart, written in expanded form. You already know how to write a number in word form. Here's the number written in words, 315,687. Today, you will learn how to compare numbers by using place value. One of the symbols we talked about a lot today is the blue symbol that you see at the bottom center part of the screen here, this guy. We call this greater than when it's pointing the way it's pointing in this slide. If it was pointing in the opposite way and it was open to the opposite number, we would call it less than. Sometimes people think of it as an alligator because an alligator is always hungry and opens his mouth to the biggest number. So for example, in this slide, you see a little rhyme that'll help you remember. Mr. Alligator is hungry for lunch. Find the biggest number and munch, munch, munch. The alligator's mouth opens to the biggest number, just like the greater than or less than symbol opens to the biggest number. Here's a puzzle to think about. Imagine I have a pile of pens and a pile of colored pencils. I have 345 pens, 380 pencils. I want to compare these numbers to see which is bigger. I wrote the numbers 345 and 380 in a place value chart so I can compare them. Is this correct? Look at the numbers in red at the bottom. Did I put them in the correct places? No, this is not correct. I need to start on the right-hand side with the ones digit, the smallest digit, in the ones column on the right. Is this correct? Yes, this is correct. Now, if I want to compare, I first start by looking at the biggest digit. I'll look at the hundreds place. That's the biggest digit here. Do both numbers have the same hundreds digit? Yes. Both numbers have a 3 as a hundreds digit. We'll have to keep comparing to find out which is bigger. Do both numbers have the same tens digit? No. Which tens digit is greater? 8 is greater than 4. There's the symbol showing 8 greater than 4. Now we can stop comparing. 380 is greater than 345. Here's another puzzle. The Statue of Liberty is 305 feet tall. The Washington Monument is 555 feet. Which is taller? How do you know? Pause the video if you need to think about it. The Washington Monument is taller because the hundreds digit in Washington Monument is 5, and the hundreds digit in the Statue of Liberty is 3. 5 is greater than 3, so the Washington Monument is taller than the Statue of Liberty. This baby says, since 4 is greater than 1, the number 496 is greater than the number 1,230. My students put their thumbs up if they agreed. I was surprised by how many students were tricked by this. Think about it carefully and pause the video if you need to before you give your answer. This baby is wrong. The number 496 is less than the number 1,230. Even though 4 is bigger than 1, if you look carefully at this number, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 digits, and up here you see just 3 digits. You could write a 0 here if you wanted to in front of the 4, and then you would know that 0 is less than 1. Any number with 3 digits is less than any number with 4 digits. So be careful with this tricky stuff. Okay, in class we practiced comparing numbers by just doing some more of this as a class. We played a math game to review, and that was the end.